That's very hard to do, trying to walk that tightrope. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people trying to juggle that. You understand what I'm saying? Rather than them getting on a show like this or having access to a platform where they can talk to the people, they think the only thing that they have to do is hold up a sign, make a meme, or walk out on a half a game or something. It's like, we understand the solidarity, we understand the move that you made, but come on, bro, stick to it, man. You're going to put it out there like that, stick to it, rock it out for one game, and we say, okay, at least they did that. You understand what I'm saying? And then we can move forward.
I actually thought it was more of a postponement than a boycott. You know what I mean? I was elated. I came on this show fired up, man, fired up, and then people in the chat were DMing me and stuff and emailing me, telling me that the Clippers and the Lakers said that they're not going to play. And then I woke up in the morning and was like, oh, we're playing. And then I did a little bit of research, and I realized, I was like, man, Nike is everywhere. I see Nike on these all Black Lives Matter t-shirts. I see Colin Kaepernick got to deal with Nike. I see LeBron James got to deal with Nike. And I'm like, man, this Black Lives Matter movement has been bought and sold. You know what I mean?
Well, it started out being bought and sold. So if
talk about that.
Right. So if we do the deeper research, you know, George Soros and
yes.
his endless bank account was in there funding the whole thing. And you know the history of these people, they fund both sides. You understand the Hegelian dialectic principle. Problem, reaction to the problem, then solution. All controlled by the same people every step of the way. It's called the Hegelian dialectic principle. And it's real, and it happens in war, politics, education, sports, right on across the board. The 9 areas of people activity that Dr. Frances Cress Welsing laid out in her book, The ISIS Papers. Same tactic, man. Same tactic.
In boxing terms, that's Don King always says, I always walk out with the winner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What should the NBA players should have done if LeBron said, you know what, I'm not calling Obama because Obama just said I'm gonna go play. What if LeBron James would have reached out to you and said, Professor Griff, what should we do as a league?
I think what they should do is call your mans in them. JayZ. Isn't he the one to seem like he's the go-to Negro now? You understand what I'm saying? Call Charles Barkley, Uncle Charles. You understand what I'm saying? Call some of these Negros and say to them, listen, can we set up a meeting? We're gonna walk out on this game, but you know, tomorrow, is it possible that we could set up a meeting for the other, 13, 14 teams that they don't walk out on their next game, so we can sit and talk and we can make some progress and let people know that, listen, in our spare time, we're going to come to the hood and talk to young people. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Instead of calling the police, we're going to set up little community committees for you to call wherever we can have them. And before we're going to set up a 1-800 number, 1-800 help black. We're going to call that number. So if there's a disturbance, domestic violence, whatever, let's call that number first to see if we can kind of talk this situation down and talk it out before you have to call these other people that's going to come in with guns blazing. We could have did a lot of things. How about the educational component to try to repair some of these things, not only in sports, but all the other areas of people activity. So there's a lot of things that they can do.
Why are they so reluctant to?
They don't want to anger the slave master's children, man. You understand what I'm saying? They're already angry, but they don't want to anger them anymore to the point where, they're being looked at as being troublemakers on the plantation. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we respect all of those that did speak up and speak out. You understand what I'm saying? And let me say this. Let me press the pause button and digress for a second. Sure. I think some of them well-to-do Negroes owe Colin Kaepernick an apology. Because before Colin Kaepernick was kneeling, what was the white boy that was kneeling, praying to Jesus and whatever the hell he was doing? What was his name?
I'm drawing a blank, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And even when Colin Kaepernick decided to do it, it was a white boy that pulled him out of the locker room and suggested that he take a knee and pray. That for the healing begins with this nation. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I think for all of those that didn't support Colin Kaepernick and all of those that did, because there were some brothers that also went down with Colin Kaepernick when that would happen, but they didn't get the millions or the notoriety.
Sure.
So I'm saying there's a few things that we could have done, and we have to now call those people back to the table. All the well-to-do Negroes that are on these Alphabet Boy stations, CNN, and all the ones that they call in to have these discussions about entertainers and sports players. Let's call them Negroes back in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think they'll lend us out their platform because our control, they monetize. You know, like our demise, our slave mindset, they monetize everything. Like Disney owns ESPN. They're in the Disney bubble. You know, Nike, you know what I mean? Coca-Cola, you know what I mean? You see all these commercials. I'm like, damn, and then I did some math today, Professor. If you watch a back-to-back NBA game, that's $1 billion liquid.
Wow.
It's $1 billion. You're literally watching the 10 guys, 12 guys, 24, 48. Let's see, 12, 24, 30, 48 guys. That's $1 billion in liquid cash. They can literally buy an election and buy a city and be their own bank.
Well,
in 1 year. In 1 year.
If they can do that, imagine what the people can buy and do that's signing their paychecks.
You know what I mean? But that's where the one hand feeds the other. You know, they ask for tax breaks to build these arenas and tax breaks in terms of their taxable income, and they in turn get donations to their campaigns. You know, it's just so much that we got to fight. And that notion is so true when they say this system isn't broken. You know,